Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to some good old XCL, or in other words, the Xbox Community League. And we're going to be getting going in the lobby in just a minute, so please do bear with us whilst we look to get on the way. Hope everybody is having a great evening so far. Get yourselves in Twitch chat, let us know how you are doing and what your plans are for, of course, the upcoming weekend, because honestly we would love to know how your day is going and what you plan to do for this weekend. And if you're racing here in XCL, then we very much welcome you in, as I need to remember the password, which I should. There we go. And we are now in as Steve's awake is doing some good old drifting apparently. Damn, bro's really drifting that car. As it seems like everybody is going to be drifting around here at the good old Kyalami circuit. Of course, everything is coming down to this, and it is free practice currently underway, and Melzy in the 444 will look to get the fastest time on the board so far here in practice. Of course, the 444 being very close to Lewis Hamilton IRL. Of course, we've got the Ferrari of the 296 of Baz here once again, as well as Stig Lizard, Lot Jules, VRL Jules. As far as I'm aware, that is how you pronounce it. So we will be looking to get underway very, very quickly. So we will have to wait and see what this man in the Porsche can do, as we will see if he can get any good laps around here at Kyalami. Of course, it is only a 10-minute practice session, then we got 15-minute quali, and then a 30-minute race. It is Steve is awake currently fastest with a 1 minute 44.982, and that is, of course, very decent for a good old Honda around the Kyalami circuit, which is located in South Africa, which many people do mispronounce it as Bandolo goes fastest. What about Melmsey? Melmsey goes fastest, 1 minute 42.378. Gotta love the art of having the mute button absolutely nailed, as Melmsey will go there. Gilles will actually be right next to him, and we will so here we go. Who else should we go on board with? Let's go and see what the let's go see what the Ferrari of Pennsylvania can do. Of course, Pennsylvania to Lancaster being in the Train Simulator 4. As don't mind me, just gonna get the Discords going, so please do bear with me just a second. Do. As Pennsylvania's off the track. He's absolutely shit. Also, ladies and gentlemen, if you are watching on YouTube, Welcome to it. Welcome to the XCL TV YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe so you can keep up with things and make sure everything is working perfectly for you guys, as I just had a major voice crack. Okay, as Pennsylvania seems to have messed up there, so what about Tripod? What can Tripod do around this beautiful circuit of Kyalami? Just letting the people on the Discord server know that we're live, as Tripod will bring his car into the pit lane. Boop, boop, boop. Why are we watching a guy in the pits? What about Stewarty? What can Stewarty do in the Forza Ferrari? Pit stop. My friend Guido here, he's always dreamed of doing a pit. Dreamed of doing a racing driver. A pit stop. No more lapo. Comprendo? Okay. No, oh no lapo. No pit stopo. Comprendo? Okay. That was a very bad Italian accent, I do apologise. That was an incredibly bad Italian accent. As currently Stewarty in the Forza Ferrari will come round towards the back section of the Kyalami circuit. Of course, I'm pretty sure I'm the only British commentator in this league, so if you are new to watching me, yes, this is XCL, this is the Xbox Community League. Daily events happen here in this league. We've currently got 1 minute 25 left in the free practice session before we go into a 15-minute quali and then a 30-minute race. My name is Alexi, I'm from the northwest of England, where I'm pretty sure the rest of the commentators are from America. So that means it is very late for me compared to them, because for me local time right now is about 10 PM. So that's fun, and I should really be getting sleep, but I'm not at college tomorrow and I'm not working tomorrow, so I would rather not. As if you are just tuning in, welcome to the XCL Racing Series coming around Kyalami, as we're still waiting for Stewarty to come across and set a lap time. Keep it nice and clean. What can be said? Yellow flags are being shown behind. That's people in the pits. As where did the boy Stewarty go? Stewarty went all the way up to good old P2 with 30 minutes left in this free practice session. So the 72 on the Scuderia Ferrari. So we'll have to wait and see what that prancing horse can do as he heads into qualifying, as free practice will end in exactly 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that is that is free practice over. The checkered flag does now fall, so all drivers will have to proceed back to the pit lane. With, of course, the person fastest right now in free practice is Fazzy Binks. So Fizzy Faz looking to get it over and done with here in this session, and we'll have to wait and see what he can do in the qualifying, if he can take his car all the way to pole position. Melmsey, of course, being no stranger to up top. He is currently P3, followed by Stewarty in P4. It's an Anthony, BMW, Doug's Balls, Bandolo, Steve is awake, and VRL Gilles rounds out the top 10. It's then Yorkshire of all pain is currently P11 minutes. Lizard, Charles, Simracer, Slightly, Stig, Illuminato, Saber, Nokobile, and Fella will round out the top 20. And that is all that really matters here in free practice, as we wait to go to the place that really has the biggest amount of impact, in my opinion. That is good old qualifying, as Jono's decided to pull it into his pit lane. Wait, bro, this isn't another lane. Wait, what?
Give it all you got.
That's why we love Emilio. He might be coming to XCL soon, as qualifying is now underway for these drivers. As am I? I thought I had my mic muted for a second. Can you people hear me? Test, test, 1, 2, 3. No, you guys can hear me. I thought I had my mic muted for a second. I don't know why. But here we go, going into the qualifying session. Melmsey will lead the grid, so we'll have to wait and see what he can do, as because it's qualifying, we shall go on board with all of these drivers. Melmsey is going to be the man looking to get on pole position, but we'll have to wait and see if he can get it nailed in the bag as he heads around this, as he heads around the circuit at the bottom of Africa. This track, of course, being the infamous Kyalami circuit in South Africa. As we're going to head down towards the final turns now, we'll buckle in for the ride, y'all, because we're going to see what Melmsey can do. As of course, these cars not being as fast as Formula 1 cars. In fact, Formula 1 doesn't even race here anymore. So we'll have to wait and see what can be done, as Melmsey will come around the final corner to start its qualifying lap time. So of course, Kyalami, I'm gonna have to try get these as correct as possible. Heading down towards turn 1. You just go through turn 1 for that little right kick, but personally I think this is turn 1. Nice and tight down the first gear through turn 1, a little short into turn 2. Gear up and gear up again through turn 3, then into the left-hander of turn 4, turn 5, another left-hander onto the back straight, which will then take you into a long right-hander. As you're in 4th gear, as you enter the corner, you go 5th momentarily down to 4th. Go about 30 seconds into your lap time here. You put the foot down on the exit into the left-hander, which you come all the way down to 2nd gear. You may see some drivers go down to 1st. As you head now down towards these two corners, little chicane here, you want to absolutely nail it. People say it's not a chicane, I say it's a chicane, as you come out the chicane, if you're nailing it, you should be just under a minute. As you head into this back section of the track, double left-hander. First one is nice and pretty tight, second, and then you're going straight into another left-hander, which you're just accelerating all the way through, and heading down through sector 3, through you go, into a long left-hander, and then into quite a short and tight right-hander. You see the drivers all the way down into 1st gear here, momentarily up to 2nd. Bit of traffic in front. They are going to have to let the good old driver pass, as we'll wait and see what can be done heading down round to the final corner. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? As he's gonna come across the line, it will be a 1 minute 42.8 for Melmsey. What a lap. And what about Hushed Web? Hushed Web is coming down, as Illuminato actually going faster, so no surprise there from the Scuderia Ferrari, as Sylph goes faster in the Porsche. Just a gap now just over a second, as Fazzy goes and sets an identical lap time to Sylph. That's the first time I've ever seen that. Identical lap times, but because Sylph set it first, he is the one who will be on pole position. But if it stays like this, he will be 1-2 for Sylph and Blinks. But we'll have to wait and see what will happen there, as Fazzy actually goes and bins it into the barrier, and he will send it back to the pit lane with the teleportation, as it looks like Bandolo got up to P4 right there. So quite a decent lap time from him. What about Lizard? What can Lizard do? Coming through the final part. Sorry, a little bit of hiccups there. My apologies for that. I had a little bit of thirst. As we're going to see who else hasn't set a lap time yet. What about Tripod? Is Tripod going to set a lap time? Tripod does not set a lap time. Nope, not yet. So we'll actually, yep, they do. What has Tripod done? All the way up to P5. IXR Tripod in the Porsche 66. One being 0.39 seconds behind the leader. What about Melmsey? What can Melmsey do? Only trying to improve on their lap time. Let's see if they can get all the way to pole position, as that was Illuminato up to P3, I believe. Fazzy now starting a lap time again. In fact, let's see what Fazzy can do as they look to be coming out. So let's go and see what Fazzy can do, shall we? As we're going to head all the way down and through to the first few corners, and we'll start a new lap time with Fazzy as he will look to get pole position. So without further ado, let's let him go all the way to the final corners, as we've got 8 minutes and 34 seconds left in qualifying. And what can Fazzy do as he now puts his prancing horse foot pedal to the metal? Let's see what he can do as we're going to head down through turn 1, down towards turn 2. Look, if Austria can have a kink like that, then so can Kyalami. Okay? Okay? He can have it. So as we're going to head through the double left-hander of those two corners, Fazzy Binks trying to set a new fastest lap time. So it's going to be quite interesting to see what shall happen throughout this, as Tripod has actually gone fastest, 1 minute 41.070. That puts Binks and Fazzy down. So Tripod right now looking to be on one hell of a stonker, as Stewarty has currently gone P2, putting Fazzy and Sylph further down the order. Heading through the Sector 2 corners right now, heading down into the back parts of this beautiful circuit, of course, surrounded by hills, but also surrounded by housing. If you get a beautiful aerial shot of this track, you can see all of it, which of course it's South Africa, so of course it's going to be beautiful. As we're going to head through the left-hander, keep the car going, keep it nice and fast as you head down into the braking zone for the right-hander. Lots of cars in front of him by the looks of it as we approach that 7-minute mark remaining of qualifying. Not the best camera angle this game gives us inside the cockpit, but I guess it's what you can expect during qualifying. Heading through the final corner, what's he going to do, as it looks like Jake in plan goes second fastest. Fazzy Binks goes across the line. He will go up to P3. As you know what, let's get some off-boards, shall we? So, where's the boys at? Where's the boys? Where's the boys? Where's the boys? As it looks like Steve is awake, is in that very beautiful looking car right there. I must say so myself. Steve's awake, currently trying to improve on his lap time. What about Melmsey actually in the Porsche? Melmsey in the Porsche. Let's see what they can do. As we're going to head down, as Melmsey is going to look to improve in the 444, as Sylph goes up to P2. He's going to continue to improve actually. I think he's just ahead of... Okay. Whoa! Hello. Right there, Stewarty. Was that a collision? Oh, that was random. There's Jake in plan, there's Fazzy, there's Illuminato, there's Stewarty, there's Dog Paws. What about Tripod? Tripod is in the pit lane. So we'll have to wait and see what can be done here as Baz goes P4. Fazzy is going to try to improve, but all this traffic definitely is not helping him. Fazzy is going to come across the line with 5 minutes remaining in qualifying, and Porty's car, the 269, the Scuderia Ferrari, will go up to P3. Tripod now coming out the pit lane. He is currently still fastest, and he'll look to improve his lap time to make sure nobody can beat it. What about Sylph? What can Sylph do? As he's going to head through the back he's going to head through the back few sections, and he's going to head towards the line. Currently P2. What can he do in the double 4-3 as he goes off the track? That is probably an invalidation with the British GT, as the British.com GT.com banner is on the front of the cars. Apparently that guy's pro, when I'm pretty sure. Oh well. I was going to say this is a rookie only race, but no, it's not. You can also have pros here. As we've got Tripod. Yeah, so I've got Tripod here. What can Tripod do? We'll have to wait and see as he goes off the track. What about... You know what? Binks is coming out onto the track. Currently P3 in the 269. So, we'll see what Fazzy Binks can do around the Kyalami circuit. 3 minutes 49 left in qualifying. So, checkered flag will be falling over the start-finish line very soon. So if you want to get some lap times in, boys, you better head out on track now, as it looks like that is what all the other drivers are going to be going to do. As the Scuderia Ferrari 269ers, Jake in Plan 911 goes in the Porsche P2. 0.258 tenths off the leader. As apologies, I seem to have a hot... As my apologies, I seem to have the hiccups this evening. Yes, I seem to have the hiccups this evening, and I do not know why. Anyway, Fazzy Binks currently looking to get to the start-finish line in the 269. Oh no, that is a funny number. If you are some people, I have no idea why I have to put the accent on. Porsche Ferrari. Yeah. Honestly, I have no idea. It's Kyalami. Like, I guess the Porsche's good around here. What's the ballast? Honestly, I have no idea. Oh yeah, shit. Check timetables. Oh damn. Overall. Huh. Damn. Oh yeah, damn, okay. Yeah. Jesus. Exactly. Don't be mean to the Honda drivers, boys, because like I drive a Honda. Not in real life, but I would love. But like the car I drive on game is a Honda. Hey, Steve is awake. Steve is awake. Do you want to run the same livery as me? do you want to? You know what? You know what? I'm bringing LIR in. Steve, do you want to run the same livery as the car I use? Because we both use Honda. We're not going to be mean to Honda. Do you want to use the same livery I use? Get a team going. Why not? Don't worry, boys. Don't worry, boys. I'm joking. Also, I don't know what this is. Honestly, neither do I. Fazzy is still not going any faster. We've got 30 minutes left in qualifying. Honestly, I've been wondering where everybody was, because nobody's been here. But now, entering the end of qualifying, everybody seems to be arriving. Where you guys been? Anyway, if you're just tuning in on the YouTube chat, well, you would have already tuned in on my YouTube channel because you would have already started on my YouTube channel. If you're just tuning in on my Twitch now, welcome in. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe. Boom, I said it. Subscribe, people. Subscribe, people. If you want to watch it live, link in bio. Not bio. Link in the description of the video. Anyway, tripod still fastest. I have no idea what this man is doing, but he seems to be having a chill time as qualifying now comes to an end, and Sylph is going to look to improve. Nope, he's in the pits because he's shit. And MCR 420 MCR is going and counting this as a class pole. To be fair, I'm pretty sure you're the only Honda in here, Steve. Oh, yeah, Steve, you're the only Honda in here because I'm not racing. So, realistically, you can class that as a class pole, so good on you, mate. Good on you. Yeah, non-Ferrari Porsche class. Honestly, we need a Honda. Honestly, we need a Honda series. We need a Honda series. I would help organise it. A weekly Honda series. I'm calling for it now. Weekly series where different cups for different cars, like a Porsche Cup, a Ferrari Cup, a Honda Cup. You know, I'm bringing interesting ideas. But anyway, qualifying now comes to an end. It is Tripod on pole, followed by Sylph, Jake and Plan, MCR, Fazzy, who has actually might improve. Fazzy going to come across the line. What can Fazzy do? What can Fazzy do? Fazzy 2 is going to be absolutely Fuzzy none. Fuzzy Binks, more like Fuzzy bottled it. Anyways, Bandolo currently in the pits. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so qualifying order goes like this: Tripod, Sylph, Jake in Plan, MCR 42 MCR, Fuzzy Binks, Bandolo, Baz, Melmsey, Lizard, Illuminato, Copperman, Stewarty, Balls, Ron Loco, Steve is awake, Yorkshire of all pain, Antonio Mazza, Saber, Matthew, and Fixinx. And I can't pronounce that. I am so sorry. As that will be who is currently in the Twitch. Not in the Twitch. Not in the Twitch. My bad. I am stupid. You see? This little brain is stupid. I can't pronounce that. Foxnix. Okay, I'm just gonna say that because, like, I have no idea how to pronounce that final name. I'm not even joking. Like, I have no idea how to pronounce that final name. Anyways, lads, get your setups on. Do all that, as we here on the Twitch will. Totally not going to be a bit cheeky here, but if you've been here before, lads, you know what's coming. You know what's coming. Just so you lads don't get it during the good old stream, I shall see you. And I don't do this on purpose, guys. Twitch, if you're watching this, then I am sorry, but it's just the way it is. It's so you don't get ads during the races. I shall see you after the break. Anyways, while the ad breaks on, hi YouTube, how are we all doing? How are we all doing, YouTube? Ad breaks on Twitch right now, so, you know, well, unless they watch it on the rewind, but, like, that's different, you know? That's different. How are you doing, YouTube? How's life? If you're watching on the YouTube channel, that's great. Like, subscribe. Come on. Join XCL. Give us XCL. Come on. Come on. I don't know what I'm doing right now. I guess this is what happens when you're bored. As I have a lovely view of the front few drivers. Damn. Damn, boy, those Porsches fake. Those Porsches fake. Damn. Damn. Damn.
10 seconds.
Damn, those Porsches fake. Those Porsches are mega thick. God damn. Oh shit, Twitch is back. Hi Twitch. As why is he late? Not get on the way. Oh no, late it does. Oh, I accidentally clicked replay. Okay, for some reason we had a glitch. My bad. My game glitched, people. Oh god, why can't I skip these ads? There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we do apologise for those technical difficulties. The game seemed to have glitched on my end, so we're just gonna get back in there real quick. YouTube, you saw nothing. You can easily edit this out. Nothing happened. This is totally not what happens when I'm streaming. I like past my beddy buys. Connect. Put in the good old thingamaroni. Boom, we're back in. Shut up. Anyways, we're back. We're back as Sylph just seems to be drifting the car. That's fun. Honestly, that's what it looks like sometimes, as we're just going to... For some reason I cannot return to garage. So that's fun. You people saw nothing. YouTube can edit that out. That makes our life 10 times easier. Tripod just did an illegal overtake. Then again, it's GT. It's the F1, so they don't give a shit. Anyways, let me return to garage, please, game. Let me return to garage. I know I sound like a child, but you know. Let me return to my goddamn garage. As we waiting? Are we waiting? Are we waiting? We are waiting. 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 As we wait to go to the green light. As we wait to go through the green light. Okay, right, that's enough of... That is a goddamn enough of the stupid accents. As we look to go to 5 red lights. Well, we wait for the red lights to come on and then to go green. You can see the drivers coming over the hill now. What will it be? As it is going to be... Wait, as they wait for the green light. And the green light is out and away we go. As there we go, now I can return to the garage. As Sylph and Tripod are gonna go side by side down towards turn 1. Everybody's gonna be jostling for position. Sylph protects the lead down into turn 1. Tripod now gonna try and get past wheel to wheel, side by side. Freeway battle behind. As it looks like Jake in plan is going to go wheel to wheel, side by side with those guys. But it's all chaos all over the grid as we look to Fancy Binks, who gets spun around on lap 1. Sylph now leads, but Tripod is going to like try get back at him as we got all the drivers just phasing through. As Binks is just there, everybody's trying to get through. Fezzy Binks. This is what I mean. The game needs to update quicker. As there we go, we're back. As Black ZR1 has fallen really far back, so that's definitely not updated. Sylph and Tripod in the 2 Porsches, still gonna go wheel to wheel, side by side, battling each other. But Melmsey seeming to have a 2-second gap behind those guys. Tripod still trying to get past, not gonna work though. What about Copperman? As there is a collision in the back, that is Melmsey round. And Copperman is gonna get caught up, so is Stewarty. Major collisions happening at the start of this Grand Prix. Tripod now trying to chase down the leader still, but it's yet to happen. Steve is awake in the Honda, trying to make his way through the field with an absolutely amazing thing. You can see on the left-hand side there, that is 2 drivers off. They will not be having the best start. Steve is awake, slowly making his way through the field. What about Doug Balls? He is off the track. He is one of the drivers who went off. So did Lizard, I believe, as MCR 420 MCR is going to look to get past Illuminato to get onto that podium, onto that final podium place. As Bandolo and everybody's like trying to jostle all over position. Loads of people into the pit lane. Not surprised with how many drivers would have picked up damage. Of course, 1 pit stop, remember, is mandatory in this race to pick up some good old extra fuel, but a driver swap and tyres is not required. But Tripod now in the slipstream, looking to get it done maybe, as they're going to head all the way down through the long right-hander. He may look to get an overtake done. Number 32 looks to be off the track, if you could see it on the map on the bottom right-hand side. Tripod still trying to get past, unsuccessful though so far. As we look further down the field, 0.3 seconds between these 2 drivers, that being Pennsylvania and Hushed Webb. But Pennsylvania, a little bit of drifting, did not know we're in Formula Drift right now. I thought we were playing some GT racing. As we're going to head looking through the grid to see what else is happening and who else we can catch an eye on. As Hushed Webb is still there and Pennsylvania still trying to get past, but of course loads of drivers just behind trying to see what they can do to make their way up the driver order. As Illuminato is still trying to hold off MCR 420 MCR all the way into trying to hold on to that final podium place for number 57 Ferrari with the 442 Porsche right behind him. It's then Baz, currently P5, yet to make a pit stop. Same with Bandolo, Matthew, Ron Loco, Phoenix and War Mazinga, who rounds out the top 10. Sylph will set a fastest lap. What happened to Stevie? Went off, did he? No! My bad. Oh my god, I was too focused on the front. That is my bad. Yeah, exactly. Clopped it. That's what I mean. Like, so much is happening. I kind of just having to focus on the front to make sure I don't miss anything what happens up front. Speaking of stuff happening up front, this may happen up front. Maybe an overtake as we're going to head through the right-hander, and it's going to try to keep it nice and clean. 0.2 second of a gap. 0.2 second for Ron Loco as we look to see many driver moves happening further down the grid as Steve's awake, trying to catch up to the driver in front. Lots of people made their mandatory pit stops. Other people have not, about 50-50 spread on the grid right now. 0.1 gap between Bandolo and Baz right now though. Bandolo trying to catch up to Baz to get past Baz and then hopefully chase down Illuminato in the Scuderia Ferrari to get onto that final podium place. As we're going to see if anything else is happening along the grid momentarily, trying to look through the gaps on the left hand side. Nothing seems to be happening right now. 0.3 second gap there. Matthew looking to get past Ron Loco, looking to get past Matthew, but nothing happening there. The number 1 versus the 296. Who will get the advantage as Bandolo looks to get the move done, maybe in the final corner or maybe down into turn 1. XCL being shown on the front of the cars as well as the position that they are in. Bandolo number 1, 0.3 second gap behind now. Gonna head in the slipstream down towards turn 1 maybe. The gap may close, but doesn't look like it's going to close as quick as many would like it, although it might. Gonna head down towards turn 1, looking for the dive bomb. Towards the inside goes the Porsche against the Ferrari. Onto the exit they go. The Ferrari of Baz gonna fight back. Bandolo looking for the switchback. Does not work though, and the Ferrari looks to continue to extend the lead maybe, but Bandolo is not going to give him up. All the way down through lap 3 as 3 laps are being completed. As we're still 24 minutes into this race, Bandolo maybe looking to go around the outside as we head through this long right-hander. Contact between the 2 drivers, but it's not Formula 1, it's GT, so Bandolo can just about keep it on the track with the rear right getting a little bit of a love tap from Baz in the Scuderia Ferrari. As it looks like Matthew may also arrive on this scene in the almost identical car to Baz, as they're going to look to get onto that final podium place, but Bandolo he might have got the moves done now, but what about Baz? What can Baz do as Matthew may look to capitalise as the cars are going so fast it's hard to keep up with from the cameramen on the side of the track, as you love to see these battles all over the grid as you're going to head down through these long parts of the track, these long but tight, maybe a perfect opportunity for an overtake if you could get it done just correctly. But it looks like Bandolo may look to extend his gap now, as I need to breathe because I haven't had a breath this whole lap. As we look to this battle once again, well, we stick with it, but yeah, the cameraman, as we look towards Baz may look to replicate what Bandolo did to him the lap before. The 296 looking to get back of the number one. However, Baz seems to be too far back now, and we'll have to wait and see if something else will happen. Maybe up at the front, the two Porsches looking to battle. The two Porsches looking to go to war. Steve, top 10 finish? I'd say so. I believe in the Honda. As we're going to see Tripod, he's going to try and get back his race lead against Sylph. And we'll have to wait and see what else will happen, as Discord has just had a little bit of ping pong for me, and I am wondering what that means. Nothing important on my end, okay. As we continue to look towards this battle, who is going to get it and who will not succeed? As we look to Flex momentarily, quite a lot of drivers close together, as actually Flex trying to get past Tush Webb, number 52 Ferrari versus number 5 McLaren. So we'll have to wait and see what will happen there, as actually Stewarty trying to get past War Magazine. That is contact as we go to it. Off goes the Porsche. Stewarty makes his way through. However, I'm pretty sure that will be investigated after the race by the stewards, as War Magazine now dropping further back down, as it looks like Antonio will look to take advantage as blue flags are out for several drivers. As one lap behind is Illuminato, but he comes onto the same lap as Bandolo, as actually Baz comes into the pit lane. He's looking to go for that undercut, maybe on Bandolo. So who will take advantage and who will get the better idea? It all comes down to this. Many people into the pits, such as Odd Sim Racer as well. So MCR 420, MCR is also in the pit lane. I believe he has maybe retired from this race. Baz looking to get a pretty decent pit stop, and it was a pretty quick pit stop as well. A nice little dash and go. What about Tripod and Sylph though, who is going to get the advantage and head into the lead at turn 1. I am currently getting pinged for some reason. I'm getting pinged left, right and centre on Discord, and I have no idea why. Anyways, as we look towards Tripod now, he is gaining and gaining maybe, but not as much as he would hope. Maybe an undercut or an overcut may take advantage, as we see Flex B, he has gone off the track. That will allow the other, I believe that car's actually a lap behind him. Yeah, he is. So Flex B trying to get past, actually no, Paxona's there, Baz is there. War Magaziner is there after getting spun around on the lap before. Tripod slowly falling behind Sylph. So I'm going to say that Tripod needs to come into the pits sooner rather than later, because otherwise he might struggle towards the end. As Jake in Plan currently P25. Jake in Plan's plan is definitely not succeeding so far, as Steve is awake, is going currently P28 in the Honda, trying to make his way through the field. So we'll have to wait and see what will happen there, and if he could take any advantages to get back up the field, as practically half of the field has already made it their pit stops. So it's going to come down to trying to get that percentage, as it looks like Tripod is going to get pretty close to Sylph real soon, as the gap is now down to 0.2 when it was 0.6 at the start of last lap. Who will get the advantage here on this lap, as it looks like through the corners Sylph has the advantage actually. So we will have to wait and see. So let's see what will happen throughout the rest of this race, as Honestly, I'm trying to focus on the rest of the field, but this is what is happening. Actually, this is also happening. Jake in plan versus Odd Simulator. The Porsche versus the Ferrari. Gonna happen here once again at Kyalami. Down into turn 1. We move to this battle just as it started to unfold. Jake in plan. He's got the plan. He's got the move. He's got it done through turn 1 and 2. Somebody clip that. That was a rhyme that's going on my TikTok. As Fazzy looking to get a move done just like Jake planned did the lap before. This is what happens when you leave it for a little bit. Everybody seems to want to get in the spotlight and they want to start battling, as Kopperman is currently going to have to defend from good old Fazzy. Good old Fazzy Fazbear. Tis that Fleddy Fazbear. Oh. I can say that stuff okay, lads. I'm British. British, innit? Nah, man, I'm from the fucking north. What do you expect? So we're going to head through turn 1 and... not turn 1 and 2. I need to get the numbers. I need to get the call. I need to start making fact files about these tracks for GT, because otherwise I'm not going to get used to it, am I? As Fazzy Binks going to continue to try and get his way up the field. A 0.4 second is now the gap between these two drivers up front. So we'll have to keep on seeing what will happen between those two throughout the rest of this race, as Stewarty may get overtaken in this lap, as 0.273 is now the gap between Phoenix and Stewarty, but now it's down to 0.6 actually, so that's a bit weird. As one thing that is less of a gap down the inside of turn 1 maybe. We move to it as it's just happening. Kopperman slotting in just behind as he's going to want to get the move done on Polixina. Polixino is, as I am butchering these names so bad, as Kopperman still trying to get past that white Ferrari that is right in front of him and then go after that McLaren, which still has to make its mandatory pit stop. The top 20 now all being on the same lap, I believe. So it's interesting to see as there is contact between Kopperman and the white and the right. Oh, they are both off. The Kopperman went into the Ferrari first, and the white Ferrari went into Paul Teginello. Thank you very much. As Paul Teginello, as actually Kopperman is pulled over to the side of the track, I believe he may be retiring as Pulicinello, as actually, my bad. Okay, nope, Tripod's just got the fastest lap. As Pulicinello seemed to went into the other Ferrari that was right behind him. Thank you very much for that, Clorked. Sorry, I'm British. I just suck at pronunciations because of my accent. Okay, like honestly, this is actually a slight accent what I'm putting on. Because if I just let my accent go, it really just comes out like this, and it sounds like gibberish. And I guess that's what you get when you get when you get a northerner on the commentary. And this is actually what I sound normally. Because I'm from so bloody far north, and I live near the island and the Scotland, and it's fucking crazy, I tell you.
We are halfway through.
But if I do this, then I can actually somewhat be understandable, you know. As we're gonna see what the rest of this field can do. 0.6 between Matthew and Bandolo. So no, oh god, why we got a Red Bull in here, boys? He's gonna take us all out. As Warmazinga has actually Tripod, as I looked away, got past Sylph. So we're going to look to this battle once again as Sylph. These two drivers up front finally going to go wheel to wheel and battle for this race lead. And it's going to be interesting to see who will get the advantage before these pit stops happen, as we have now just under 15 minutes to go as Tripod is in the race lead. Why do I rhyme so much? Jesus Christ, I'm Dr. Zeus at this point. As Stewarty, I was about to say he still needs to make a pit stop. He's pulling into the pit lane. He's going to make his pit stop. So is War Magazine and Sprightly. Baz has made his pit stop. Nyquilem needs to make his pit stop. So does Stig. Matthew, Bandolo, Illuminato, Sylph and Tripod, as Tripod now looks to extend his gap with Sylph trying to catch up right behind him, as the gaps are now starting to spread out a little bit throughout the grid. So this battle up front is the main one that we're gonna watch. As you know what, let's get a new camera angle, shall we, lads? I'd say this is a nice camera. What do you say? Plus, gives us the perfect spot for the leaderboard on the left-hand side. I think I found my new favourite camera angle, boys. As we're going to head down towards the final corner. Sylph still trying to get past, as lots of gaps trying to form throughout the grid. For real, like, this is the thing. I do F1 racing, so I like it when I get good camera angles, because the camera angles on the F1 games suck. So it looks like Pulcinello is going to be slowing down. One man who is not going to be slowing down, though, is these two, Tripod and Sylph. Now, the one question what I've got is which one of these two is going to come into the pit lane first? Who is going to go for the overcut? Who is going to go for the undercut? And who is going to get the better option? Fee! Oh my god! I am so mad at myself. Fee, you... Sorry, I'm just speechless. Closing on P3 as well. My bad. Vandal trying to close in. Ladies and... Yeah! Maybe because I wasn't on my laptop and I couldn't get the actual notification up on the stream. I'm gobsmacked. Honestly, this is like... Oh, wait, okay, I'm backing it. Bandolo trying to go for the move on Illuminato. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the XCL series. My name is Alex from the north of England. We're currently doing commentary on this race as Sylph now comes into the lead. Now, as Sylph now comes into the pit lane, we wondered who was going to come into the pit lane first. Illuminato is going to come into the pit lane as well, which means Bandolo and Tripod are going to have to revitalise themselves and come into the pits. As all of these raiders coming in, thank you so much. V, thank you for that raid. You are greatly appreciated. Yeah, Klopp, you would actually be... That is actually very true. I do believe that he would be the first PS5 driver. Ladies and gentlemen, well... Right, I'm going to go through this now that it's calmed down a bit. Thank you, V. As ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go through this once again. Because YouTube, if you're wondering what's happened, I just got raided on Twitch, because this is going to go on YouTube after XCL TV, because, yeah. If you're wondering what happened, people, I got raided on Twitch. 22 raiders. Fee, you're absolutely amazing. You're amazing being. Yeah, YouTube, that's why I'm so gobsmacked, but let's go through this once again. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the XCL, the Xbox Community League ACC GT3 series, which is, of course, happening on a Thursday, YouTube. And it is, of course, Thursday, Kyalami, the one place where Formula 1 should definitely go back to, but we got GT racing, and it's live commentary from myself as Alexi. If you don't know me, I am an 18-year-old trans female who lives in the northwest of England, trying to do this as a pro career one day, so stick around and we'll see where we go. As Bandolo is going to stay out for one extra lap. Tripod comes into the pits from the race lead. So does Matthew. One pit stop is required for fuel and go. And we will see what will happen, as I'm trying to make sure I can see everything. I'm going to switch to my mod view. I'm already in mod view, I should say. I need to switch to my creator dashboard because I did not pick all these up. So, Fee, thank you for the raid. Zainski Hawks, thank you for the follow. Chaotic Mix, thank you for the follow. Mini, thank you for the follow. And Lottie Kawhi, thank you for the follow. Thanks, V. I always read it as actually, oh my god, Tripod's got to stop and go for 30 seconds. I look away and I see that. Oh my god. Tripod's got to stop and go for 30 seconds. His race is ruined unless he can... As Gallifreyan Gamer, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a great day. Welcome to the XCL series. I've just got being absolutely gobsmacked because I've just gone from 218 followers to 222. I absolutely love all of you guys. As Jesus, Tripod has a stop and go 30-second penalty. We've only got 8 minutes left in this race. What is going to happen? That is what I want to know. How is this going to turn out? As Tripod now looking to get that lead back as Bandolo is further round. I believe that is a lap driver just ahead of him as he is going to try get past. Tripod is absolutely going to be fuming and he's going to have to serve this stop and go penalty sooner rather than later. But Bandolo's off! Bandolo's off! Bandolo's off! Tripod goes into the lead of the Kyalami Grand Prix. And Bandolo will have to come in for a pit stop. Tripod still has a 30-second stop and go penalty, so he's going to try and go to the end, I believe. He's got to serve it within the next 2 laps. Bandolo comes into the pit lane after absolutely bottling it out of the penultimate corner. This is absolute craziness. This is absolute craziness, and I am still speechless. I am still speechless. Thank you, everybody. As Nerquil is currently the only driver, I believe, who is yet to make... Nope. Okay, Black and MCR, Force 2 MCR is going to have to make a pit stop again, as Nerquil M is going to have to make a pit stop as well. So the question what I have is, when is Tripod going to be coming in to serve that stop and go penalty? Because he is going to have to do it sooner rather than later. So Sylph is currently going to go around the track and try and catch up with Tripod, which he will easily do in my opinion. As, yeah, big Fuzzy in P9, yes he is. Fuzzy Binks, currently P9, he's trying to chase down those drivers. Honestly, Clorped, this is why I love you being here, because you actually keep me updated on all this stuff, because I'm still getting used to the GT stuff, and I still need to do this. Also, I am so sorry if I'm speaking really fast, this just happens when I get energetic. Thank you very much. As Fuzzy is going to continue around this track and see what he can do, as Nyquil M is going to have to make his pit stop sooner rather than later, as I believe Tripod is going to stay out one more lap. He's going to try and get as much of a lead as he can with 5 minutes and 46 seconds remaining in this race, as 1 lap remaining for number 66. That is Tripod to come in and serve his stop and go penalty. Otherwise, I believe he will get a 60-second time penalty, which will be added on to the end, which I believe will be added on to his race time after he crosses the finish line. So he may be first right now, but he's definitely going to fall down the order. Maybe only down to P... Actually, let's have a look at the timetable, shall we? Fastest lap time right now is a 1 minute... What's the fastest lap time right now? Race. Yeah, I have no idea what the fastest lap time is right now. I was going to try and get that up, but like, nope, not going to let me. DSQ, I believe, if he doesn't serve it. So he is definitely going to have to come into the pit lane then. So Tripod has to come into the pit lane then, otherwise he will have... Otherwise he is at risk of a disqualification. Which he definitely does not want to pick up as we head through the final few corners. This is where you see it. Check timetable, purple drivers, purple. As, yep, I will check that in just a second, as we need to see if Tripod will bring his car into the pit lane. Yellow flag behind number 21. He was off the track momentarily, as into the pits will come Tripod. Yeah, Tripod is the fastest lap so far. So Sylph will now inherit the race lead once again. So yeah, Tripod is the man with the fastest lap right now. Or woman. I don't know who's in that car, so I'm not going to judge. I mean, heck, I'm literally trans femme, so who knows? And yes, I know I sound like a lad. It's called voice training sucks. It's a pain in the arse. Anyways, as we are going to wait and see what will happen, as Nicola will have to come into the pit lane as well. So we will have to wait and see, as he has to come into the pit lane, and yet he is yet to, and we got 3 minutes 23 seconds left of this race. Sylph now leads this Grand Prix, as Bandolo is trying to chase up to Sabre. Number 66, stop and go penalty has been cleared, so he's going to emerge back onto track in P10, I believe. However, he may drop down to P11 behind Matthew. Bandolo is now gonna, as Fazzy Binks is... Bandolo is trying to chase down Sabre, is actually, Bandolo got past. But this is one thing I hear about ACC, the timing board on the left does not update quick enough. I really wish it did that quicker. As one man who we need to actually keep an eye on is Ron, who is going to go against Joe Nose, or otherwise known as Joe Mama. Is going to head down towards turn 1, maybe move down the inside, maybe a bit of contact, keeping it nice and clean between these two drivers. You got the offboard. Joe Nose, A11, does have damage on that front end of the car, which you can see very clearly. So it's going to be quite interesting to see what will happen throughout the rest of this race, as we've got 2 minutes remaining in the session. And Nicola will come into the pit lane. So we'll have to wait and see what will happen there, as I am just going to go quiet a minute because I'm just setting something up. As, okay, it's a Red Bull, I don't care about the Red Bull. As Illuminato is on the podium. God damn. Illuminato is on the good old podium. Alright, let's get this going, shall we, lads? Let's get this going. Right, let me channel my inner Crofty here. Whew. Let me channel my inner Crofty, because I'm a Formula 1 fan. As drive through for track limits for car 71. He is outside of the points anyway, so that will not affect him, as he is gonna, as we go around the penultimate few corners, and we wait and see what Sylph can do, as Tripod is still inside the top 10, although that stop and go penalty would have definitely cost him the race lead. As we're going to see if any action will unfold throughout these final laps. This may actually be unfolding. Sabre versus Fazzy, as Sylph leads us onto the final lap of the Kyalami GT3 Series Grand Prix. As we head round the final corners, Fazzy Bing's trying to get the move done on Sabre. Who will it be? Where will it happen? What will happen? Where will it be? Or maybe down into the final corner. Fazzy Binks will not get it. Will they get to the line in time, or will they finish super early? As we got 3, 2, 1. They are not going to... Are they going to battle all the way to the checkered flag? They actually have no checkered flag yet, so they are still able to battle. Fazzy Binks is going to go down into turn 1 against Sabre. Down the inside, keeping it nice and clean. My parents probably hate me because I'm shouting right now, but who cares? This is the action, what you love to see. Drive through cleared for car 71, as Fazzy Binks is now past Sabre, even though the game is yet to update. So the Ferraris have got past each other, as Bandolo, even though he messed up his lap earlier on today, he is still inside the solid top 5, as Sabre still outside the top 5, and Tripod trying to recover his way back up the field. Sabre, though, still going to fight back, get back into the top 10 against Fazzy Binks, but we will have to wait and see, as the 4-4-3 of Sylph, he is going to come around the final few corners, and he absolutely deserves it. Solid drive, solid win. Sylph wins the Kyalami Grand Prix here on a Thursday in the XCL GT3 Series. Sabre and Fazzy not going to give this up though, as they're going to head into the final few corners. The cameraman is absolutely horrible at following these guys, but it looks like it's going to end as it is. Illuminato will now come across the line with Baz shortly behind. It will then be Bandolo, Fazzy, and then Sabre. So Sabre tried everything he could, however he was too slow for his fellow Scuderia. Fazzy P5, Sabre P6, Stig will come home P7, Jake in plan will come home at P8 in the 911 Porsche, meaning that was a very beautiful and suitable drive for Jake, as it seemed like the plan somewhat succeeded. Matthew will come P9 with Tripod after having to serve a stop and go penalty, will unfortunately come home P10. It's then Felakak and then Sprillightly and then Old Sim Racer and Naquel, and then Finxes and Carl Charles, otherwise known as King Charles, hashtag sausage fingers, as War Mazinga. Steve will come P17. Steve is awake in the Honda, will come inside the top 20, has fallen down the grid order earlier today. Pulilinko will come P19, and BMW in the BMW will come P20, rounding out the top 20 is then Loco, Gilles, Joe Knows, Hushed Webb, The King, Poxona, Lizard, Pennsylvania, Flex B, Antonio, Xera, Black, and MCR will finish off your grid for the Kyalami Grand Prix. As we do thank you for tuning in this evening, and we will wait to see if anything can be done. But that is it from me this evening here on my Twitch channel. We do thank you for tuning in to the XCL series, and of course this is going to go straight up on YouTube after, because that's what I'm going to do. So if you're watching on YouTube, this probably came out, it probably uploaded on YouTube like 1 hour after it got finished over here on Twitch. So the YouTube, you can turn this off now. YouTube, you can say goodbye. This is where the actual broadcast ends. But over here on Twitch, we're going to go and raid somebody, because that's what we love to do. So who shall we raid? Who is online? Who shall we raid? You know what? Let's put a poll to it, shall we? Let's put... Oh. Doob. Let's make a poll, shall we? New poll. Doob. What game do we raid? ACC or something else? We'll do a quick 1-minute vote, so I can let you guys decide where this raid goes. So I'll give you a 1 minute and we will see where it goes. Of course, I do thank you for tuning in. If you want to get your votes in for what game we do raid, either ACC or something else, you can do that right now if you're still here. As honestly, I think it's going to be ACC or something else. Like, yeah, this is where it happens. This is where the broadcast ends. We just like to raid somebody. So if you would like to stick around for the raid, that will be greatly appreciated. As, of course, we do apologise that these streams are only about an hour long, but these things happen. You kind of get used to them. So we will have to wait and see. As ACC, it looks like it's going to clearly win the vote with 1 vote. So we'll see who is live on ACC. Excellent commentary. Thanks, Kate. Thanks, Kate. Vix. Honestly, I'm going to be honest, guys. This is toned down, because it's currently gone past 10 PM and my brother's in the same room as me trying to sleep, and my parents are in the other room with a very thin wall. So if this was earlier on in the night, I would have been way louder. Well, I was doing something else earlier on in the night, so we'll look for somebody on ACC English. It doesn't look like I can find anybody doing one with commentary.
Green light.
So, would you guys be alright with just sitting on board with somebody? As, yeah. Would you guys be alright with just sitting on board with somebody and watching them race? Would that be alright for you, with you guys? Really enjoyed the stream. Thank you, Mini. So yeah, we're going to raid somebody on ACC, and we will share the love. So of course, I do thank you for tuning in. If you're still here on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe. XCL TV, hi. As we are going to quit the session, and while I wait to find somebody to raid, I shall run the ACC intro, just so you guys can enjoy it while I find somebody to raid. Thank you very much. So yeah, guys, I couldn't find anybody doing commentary on ACC, but I'm not joking. Okay, right, change of plans. I was gonna raid this guy, but he's now ending stream, so that was awkward. You know what? How about, are you guys up for some Minecraft? You know, it's late in the evening. You guys up for some chill Minecraft? Because I feel like that's where we're gonna go. Alright, we'll go do some good old Minecraft then. So I will see you guys later. Of course, everybody coming from Fee Stream, that is greatly appreciated. We're raiding this guy called Bugs456. So he is currently streaming Minecraft, and yeah, I do watch him. He is an absolutely great streamer. I just need to make sure I spell his name correctly. So be aware it is intended for mature audiences, guys. But thank you for sticking around, and let's go spread the love. And hopefully you guys have a good night. I've been Alexi, signing off.